Their fans sat away just behind them, getting to their feet to make some noise. And coming out first, number 6, Sean Jameson, the big man inside, who's been getting rave reviews in the opening weeks of the season. Justin Phoenix with goggles on to protect his eye. Myron Riley out at number 8. Number 10, Amico Etete for the Bullets. And then 11, the veteran, Nigel Lloyd. Wearing number 12, Clive Allen. At 13 is Tony Sims. Lee Walker up next. And Yorick Williams back from illness in a Bullet shirt. Mike Finger, the head coach of Birmingham. The lights dim around the Brighton Centre as the cheerleaders come running out and the fans get to their feet.
Brighton makes some noise!
The fans waving their Go Bears, Go banners.
Here come the driver, Brighton Bears, led out this evening by Charlie Argus, and our mascot, Ashley Branch Parker.
Little mascot leading out first. And wearing number 4, the big man who's had a double-double in each of his championship campaigns so far, Charles Claxton. Number 5, back from injury, John Gaines, last year's leading scorer. Number 8, Lamont Sharp, look for him to fire up plenty of threes tonight. Number 9 is James Brain. At number 12, back at the Bears and back in the top flight after a big break, Mark Hubbard. At number 20, one of the 2 players who joined from Milton Keynes over the summer, Michael Brown. 21, Daniel Hildreth. 23, the other one who came from the Lions, Richard Scantlebury. And number 24, the recent signing, Jan Trojanowski. And number 25 is Stuart Newman, the head coach. Is Charles Luke Bannerman, and he is assisted by Mark Dunning. That's the Brighton Bears.
We're a few minutes away from the jump ball. Will Brighton beat Birmingham twice in a week? Stay with us, find out after the break. Flash as the Brighton Bears challenge the Birmingham Bullets. It's over to our commentators, Chris Finch and Daniel Routledge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Just a quick look at the 2-team list before we get underway, starting with the Bears, who are back to full strength tonight after the return of John Gaines from that back injury. Mark Hubbard, the veteran England international, is back in the top flight after 4 years of semi-retirement. To the starters, Lamont Sharp and Michael Brown in the backcourt are both capable of hitting several threes in quick succession, and Charles Claxton inside is a real present. To the Birmingham Bullets, and they welcome back Yorick Williams after suffering from a virus and missing the last 2 games. Corey Jackson, though, might need surgery on that knee injury, and thus he won't play tonight. To the starting 5, and Justin Phoenix is in it, despite having to wear goggles to protect the scratched retina. Williams goes straight into the starting lineup, despite having barely practiced at all this week. How much is that going to take away from Yorick Williams' game, Chris?
I don't think it'll take it too much. A little bit from the start. He'll probably be fatigued from the energy in the start, but I'm sure Mike will get him out as soon as he sees that and get him right back in. Yorick brings a lot of energy to the Bullets, and they need him.
We're off and underway, a scrappy tip, but the Bullet Bears come down with it. Michael Brown is guarded by Williams. Trojanowski on the far side. Inside to the big man Claxton, looking for him to back in, good dish out to Scants. Trojanowski inside, close in, can't get it to go, and rebound for Etete.
And right off the bat, Daniel, from Wednesday night's game, there's much more intensity on Birmingham's defense.
Williams through the middle is whistled for a travel.
Yeah, clearly a walk. He took a step and another hop step to get on balance for the shot.
Despite the victory in midweek for the Bears, the Bullets favorites with the bookies here tonight by 5 points, Chris.
Yeah, a bit unusual. I think that's just a great indication of how well Birmingham's been playing early. Brighton's been playing early this season.
Michael Brown with an offensive foul. Yorick Williams going to the ground. Here's another look at it, Chris.
Yeah, just pushed off, try to create some space. Neither team's really settled into anything early on.
Yorick Williams doing his best to help the referee on that call as well. Here he is penetrating through the middle all the way. Somehow Jamieson comes up with it. It's all the way out. Sharp and Phoenix fighting for it. Sharp comes up. 3-on-1 break. Brown backs out behind the arc for three. Yes! Michael Brown from deep. The first score of the night.
Yeah, it all started with the big shot block at the other end by Claxton. Sharp pushing it the length of the floor, kicking out. Those two guards play real well off each other.
Justin Phoenix from the foul line off the back of the ring. Good reach from the big man Claxton to pull it away from Atete.
So far, it's been one shot and done down on the Birmingham offense.
When you got a 7-foot guy in the paint there, it's pretty hard to get any offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I was impressed the other day. Gets up and down the floor, decent, smart player, knows how to expend and when to expend his energy.
Here he is backing in under double team pressure. Phoenix with the block. Away comes Williams and Brown. Williams round the back, short on the layup, and Michael Brown comes up with the rebound.
Okay, Daniel, maybe we're seeing a little bit of that early rustiness that's been on York for not having practice this week. A couple of drives to the middle, stuff he would normally finish.
Just woke up on Sunday morning last week. The room was spinning. He was very ill indeed, and it's caused him to miss 2 games as Trojanowski inside puts the Bears 5-0 up.
Nice acquisition here for Brighton. Solid fundamental player, doesn't beat you, had a great game, nice passer of the ball.
At the other end, Jamieson backing in too strong and hits the easy score.
Too strong is going to be a phrase you're going to hear a lot of surrounding Jamieson this season. By my count, he's fouled out 7 postmen so far this season. He took 2 of ours and a guard.
Sharp. Inside to Claxton against Jamieson. That will be a good matchup tonight. Claxton draws the foul, and there's Jamieson getting whistled for one himself.
It will be a great matchup, and these two referees, they'll let you play. You know, that's one thing I like about these guys. They really let you bang inside, and big guys need to bang. They need to be able to use their bodies to their advantage, and there you see it. Jamieson just reaching across.
I was talking to one of the Bears owners earlier on. They said they were taking a gamble on Claxton. He hadn't played for a year. They weren't too sure. Pretty good gamble. 11 points, 13 rebounds a game.
Yeah, it's been a great pickup for him. I mean, normally this isn't known as a big guys league, but slowly big guys coming in here making an impact. And these guys can play. Both these guys can get up and down the floor. I said they're versatile. They're more than just big. Let's put it that way.
Lloyd. Williams lost the handle. Brown comes up with it. Brown guarded by Lloyd. Flips it round. Sharp under double team pressure is fouled underneath.
Again, nice look between the guards, but I think York may be just trying to do a little bit too much coming back into the game after, again, a week off. Sometimes I like to say to my guys, just let the ball do the work, you know, just play out there, let your teammates find you, and get involved when it's your time.
Williams with the turnover at one end and then the foul at the other, which is sent Sharp to the line. The Bears got off to a good start on Wednesday night, and they lead here by 8 points to 2 after the first 3 minutes. Phoenix with the pull-up. It's a little bit too long. Trojanowski on the floor. It was not loose, and eventually it was Scantlebury that came up with it.
Another quick offense, one pass, one shot, and no presence on the boards.
Scantlebury going against Phoenix. Still backing in, stumbles through the middle, doesn't get the roll on the layup, and away come the Bullets.
Nice move, but just couldn't finish it.
Lloyd's pass had a little bit too much zip on it, and it'll be the Bears ball back.
Again, Birmingham just looking a little bit too much to score. It may sound a bit funny, but you know, just rushing at the offense, just need to throw a couple passes, get settled down.
Sharp Going past Phoenix, the little run of the tip from Trojanowski, and he really does crash the boards well.
He does. He was all over the boards on Wednesday night. He had a couple tip-ins, like you said. He just worked. It's just about hard work and positioning. He gets it to fall.
It's 10-2 to the Bears. Mike Finger with the timeout. Let's go down and take a listen.
Hey, got to keep him off the boards. We got to keep him off. We're okay. We just got to slow it down a little bit offensively now. Be smart. Okay, just slow yourself down a little bit. It's a 40-minute game. Okay? Go crash the boards now every time. You're in there crashing every time. Offensively, we're running the one call. Okay, the one call. This time, we're back to man-to-man. You're harassing him full court. All right? One call, we're back into defense, control the board. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Just play ball, just play ball. Here we go.
He said pretty much what you said there, Chris Finch. They're just rushing it a bit, and this is why we see they've got 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, and rush shots are sometimes just as bad as turnovers because it's a real quick offense. You're giving the ball back. You know, make them guard you. I'm a bit surprised Birmingham. They've started every game I've seen them so far this year, and I've seen them a couple times, 3 times to be exact, by going to the big guy. Well, they haven't gone to Jamison early on, so it looks like they're going to give him a different look, but I think maybe they should look to go down inside, see what they get out of it.
Well, here is Lloyd, as usual for the Bullets, running the point. Had it knocked loose, but still came up with it. Now he tries to go inside for Jamison. Jamison with Claxton in close attention. Did well to keep it about inbounds. Shot clock ticking down now on the Bullets as Jamison goes again. Had it ripped away, saved by Atete. 3 on the shot clock. Phoenix from the corner. Jamison and Claxton fighting for it. Brown saves it through his legs to Trojanowski, and away comes the Bears.
Great hustle. Great hustle on the Bears' part.
It looked for all intents and purposes to be going out for a Bullets ball, but Brown managed to flip it back.
Look for this guy Sharp to get on track soon. Excellent shooter of the basketball. Had 3 or 4 threes. Always hit the big 3 when they needed it the other night.
The Bears now looking for a shot. Here's Brown. 3, 2 on the shot clock. Will they get it off in time? No, they won't. 30-second violation. Good defense from the Bullets.
Excellent defense from the Bullets. A bit too casual for Brighton's start of their offense. It just seemed a bit disorganized.
Neither team shooting the lights out thus far. Birmingham at 1 for 6.
Yeah, I think that's really the start of the ball game lies in that stat right there.
Nigel Lloyd hits the first 3 of the night for the Bullets and trims the gap back to 5. Nigel with his first shot of the night there, making it.
Yeah, Nigel said in the pregame piece he likes to get his teammates involved. You know he can score when he has to, but he's looking to get everyone involved. And he felt it was time for him to step up, and he did.
Scantlebury backing in at the second attempt, but Jamison gets the boards. The quick outlet to Phoenix. Phoenix trying to go around Brown, wave off the score if it goes. It doesn't. Brown with the foul on the floor.
And Birmingham so quick up and down the floor. They got a very deep athletic team. They like to run all 94 feet. Nice catch and cut on the inside by Phoenix. There's nothing Brown could do but foul him.
I think Justin Phoenix has looked pretty good in the opening games this year, mainly because he's got a big man in Jamison alongside him. He's one of them players with a big, strong guy inside. It brings out the best in Justin.
Yeah, and he hustles. He goes to the offensive boards, and he always puts the effort in. Here we see him on offense.
The double team forces the pass out to Atete, chases down his own boards. Hildreth fresh into the game, trying to knock it loose. Atete on the floor will take a jump.
Good scrap. The young guy coming in, making an impact in the game right away. Strips the ball, ties him up for a jump ball. Came in, he played a lot on Wednesday night. And played some pretty good defense in the backcourt against some superior guards.
Daniel Hildreth, the man we're talking about, 21 for the Bears. He comes over and picks up the ball there. And he did, as you say, a great job on Wednesday night. They were without John Gaines, so they lacked some depth. But he's more than capable.
He certainly is.
Claxton backing in. He's blocked. Great block by Atete. Trojanowski, though, with the offensive boards and stick back.
Yeah, just like a guy on my team, Todd Cawthorn, just comes and works hard and gives everything he got. He's creating buckets. He got 6 points on the offensive glass.
Spinning in, oh, another big block, this one by Claxton. Lloyd under pressure and hits.
Tough shot by Nigel. Birmingham right now, particularly in that offense, making something out of nothing. A great defensive block. Nigel rescues the play.
Here is Hildreth. We were talking about him coming in on Wednesday night. He's come in ahead of John Gaines, who is available tonight. Trojanowski is short. I think somebody got a piece of the shot, but the Bullets kept it in bounds anyway. They're running quickly with Phoenix. Phoenix forced to pull up and hit off the glass. Again, there's Justin getting out on the break. That's the second time we've seen that. He's so quick up and down the floor, and they're kicking the ball ahead. Birmingham in the past has been a real slow-down team. This year, they're up and down the floor. Nice pass from Hildreth to Scantlebury. I don't think Scantlebury realized how much room he had.
Okay, tried to make that one difficult. Turned all the way around. Great pass, great execution. He set a good screen to get himself open when his man helped.
Phoenix has Claxton in front of him. Hands over to Lloyd, guarded by Hildreth, mobbed in. Jameson couldn't hang on. Trojanowski falling out of bounds, smart play, threw it off the legs of Atete to get it back for the Bears.
Here comes Gaines into the game, replacing Sharp, shooter for shooter on this one.
Here's a look at this, Trojanowski falling out of bounds, and he threw it off the legs of Amico Atete there.
Again, another one of those little hustle plays that doesn't show up in the statistics, but it's been valuable at the time it happened.
Claxton backing in again, kicks around to Hildreth. Hildreth sells the fake, now finds Gaines underneath, ripped away, good defense from Atete again. Here's Lee Walker fresh into the game. Walker off the glass, gets the roll.
The bulk of Birmingham's offense has come in the open court. In the half court, they've been a bit stagnant, but they look good running.
Plenty of athletic players on the team who do like to get out on the break. Here's Claxton inside again. He's trying to find Hildreth, and Hildreth diving saves it, but only to Nigel Lloyd.
Here they are again.
And it's Lee Walker going to the hole again.
And I'll tell you one of the reasons why. They've got Claxton marking Phoenix, okay? And Scans is taking the big guy, Jameson. And Phoenix is just getting out and out running him down the floor. They're playing 5-on-4 basketball. Smart recognition by Justin.
As good a player he is inside, he's not that quick down the court, big Charles Claxton. Phoenix comes up with the loose ball. And Nigel looking to push it. Here's Walker going to the basket, had it knocked away. Claxton bends down to pick it up.
Game has certainly picked up some pace in the last 2 minutes of the first period.
Scantlebury stumbling. The Bullets fans want to foul Claxton from way out, a little bit outside his range that, and he's short on the jump shot.
Turnovers have about equalized, and so is the score. I mean, possession, just like the law, is 9/10 of the law in basketball. If you keep giving that ball away, it's hard to maintain a lead.
You don't often see the team top of the table leading the league in turnovers, that's for certain.
No.
Nigel Lloyd looking to tick it all down. There's a couple of tenths of a second between shot and game. Nigel looking for a foul, eventually gets one from Daniel Hildreth.
He was baited into that foul. You know, Nigel's so good at creating contact. He knows he's going to get the advantage on that situation. He also...
There's some action in the paint there as the guys line up. 4 seconds to go. The ball's into Atete. Here's Lloyd. Blocked from behind by Hildreth, and he will have liked that one, the young lad. What a good way to finish the first quarter. Jan Trojanowski has led the way for the Brighton Bears here in the first quarter. They started well, but the Bullets have come back. It's 14-13. We'll be back after this. Now Chris Finch, look at this play at the end there. Nigel Lloyd, the veteran, blocked from behind by Hildreth.
Yeah, and all credit to Hildreth. I mean, he's had a tough 20 seconds, and then he just got the better of Nigel in the end. Fair justice.
The Bears leading the Bullets by 1 at the end of the first period, and if we look at the match facts here, the shooting has improved slightly.
Yeah, it has. I mean, again, that's a tribute to their open court play, getting some easy layups. And the 3-point shooting for Brighton, I thought I'd see more than one attempt.
And if we have a look over onto the next page into the rebounding, not too much in that either.
No, again, and that's, you know, from early, quick, missed shots. Again, the offensive rebounding for Birmingham, just one. That's quick offenses.
And take a look at the leadometer. It's been all Brighton all the way through. They led, though, as many as 8, and now have just a 1-point advantage. And there's Charles Luke Bannerman, the head coach of the Brighton Bears. We're watching on as we get ready to go for the second quarter. It'll be Claxton and Phoenix once again to jump it up. Phoenix wins the tip. Claxton claimed it was on the way up. The referee said no.
Mike Finger going with a couple guys off the bench. Tony Sims, they got Miko out there, and Clive Allen we see for the first time in the game as well.
Phoenix slips along the baseline. He's out of bounds. It'll be a Bears ball, but hopefully somebody will come on and wipe up that patch. Here's another look. Phoenix just loses his footing.
Ooh, that's a tough one. To travel, you can't advance the ball in any way, shape, or form without a dribble. And as unfortunate as that is, it's a travel, and I agree with it.
Gaines. Trojanowski trying to get it inside. Tete did well to break it up. He's played very well at the defensive end in this opening 10.5 minutes.
Brighton hasn't really attempted a shot for the last couple times down the floor. A couple turnovers that they're not taking what's presented to them. They're trying to force things down inside. Great hands by Birmingham. Walker with the jump shot, in and out, rebound Claxton. And what you were just saying there about Brighton, that's what I thought they did well on Wednesday night, was just go with what they got and play to their strengths. Yeah, they took what was given to them and they made the shots, and they just kept plugging away and plugging away.
Claxton double teamed in the low post, stolen away by Tony Sims, and there's some extra bite in that Birmingham defense in the last couple of minutes. Phoenix hits the jump shot. Yorick Williams on the bench, not really got into the swing of things so far tonight, has he?
No, but he will. You know, he's got that type of ability, and he's a high. Like I said, we always talk about him. He's got a lot of energy, and he went at it for the first couple minutes. Just didn't go his way.
Scantlebury spraying through the middle. Foul is called, and he'll go to the line.
You know, all credit to Mike Finger. He's made some changes from the defensive strategy from Wednesday night. Given Brighton a few more looks to consider, some double teams, some sagging pressure at times, and I think it's disrupted Brighton's rhythm so far.
Justin Phoenix was called for the foul.
Foul number 1 on Justin Phoenix. Scantlebury hits the first. Ties the game at 15. And Richard Scantlebury makes the second. His brother Pete, of course, a Sheffield player under the guidance of Chris Finch.
Yeah, we were so fortunate to be able to pick him up midway through last season. And both guys are very similar in that, you know, they just don't beat themselves. Very fundamentally sound, and they help the team do whatever it needs to win.
Phoenix's shot is too strong. And that's one thing Claxton does do. If he doesn't block the shot, you have to put a little bit of extra juice on it to get it over.
Yeah, you certainly do. And they don't have him guarding the 5-man of the other team, the center from Birmingham. They have him playing more in a help role so he can block shots and he can alter shots.
There's no stat for that shot altered, although it is an influential key in the game.
Yeah, you need to spend some time during the week practicing pulling up short and shooting over somebody that size. Obviously, not everyone has somebody, but you need to incorporate it into your practice plans.
Walker there looked like he might have passed it to himself, but the referee said it was okay as Williams back into the game, way short on the 3. He wanted a foul. Brown lines up a 3 off the back of the ring. It almost came out to Claxton, but ended up in the hands of Scantlebury. Brown tries again from deep, this one short, and Williams gets the rebound.
Just can't get anything to drop from the outside.
Williams handing over to Lee Walker. the two British players signed by the Bullets in the summer.
You just get the feeling, Daniel, whoever can string a couple baskets together may go on a bit of a run, take control of this game going into halftime.
Sims going strong for the basket, too strong. Ball comes all the way out nearly to the halfway line before Williams gets it under control. Now he drives through the middle, and that's the first score of the night for Yorick Williams.
Yeah, it's a nice move. Creates a little contact.
There's the floor shooting. Now, if you remember, it was Brighton who was shooting well at the beginning of the game, and Birmingham who were 1 of 6, but have really come back.
Yeah, Brighton missed the last few outside opportunities that they had. Before that, they turned it over, and they're not getting anything going to the basket. You know, they need to get something to go to the basket, maybe get fouled.
Lee Walker going to the bench for the Bullets, replaced by Nigel Lloyd. Allen breaks up the pass inside to Scantlebury. Jameson running with it. Here's Williams goes up for a one-handed slam.
Again, forcing the pass down inside. Nice defense getting around here by Allen. Pretty good ball handled by the big guy, and the class finish by Williams.
Gaines with the quick release three is short. Scantlebury fighting with it with Allen. Williams.
Nigel sets the offense. Look for him to go inside. Here comes the big guy.
And hits the basket, draws the foul from Richard Scantlebury. And the Bullets fans are pleased with that one.
There's a difference Nigel Lloyd made to this team. A couple minutes ago, they would not have had that presence to have a controlled offense when they need it. Good execution, big, strong move to the basket. There's no way that Richard Scantlebury could stop him once he was trailing.
The Bears have fallen 5 points behind. Charles Luke Bannerman has called a timeout. Let's go take a listen.
Of wanting to pass the ball from so close to people. You need to keep it spread. You need some picks. People pop out and move. Move this defense. Right? If you move the defense, we will get an opportunity. We're going away from everything that has been good to us in the last week. Everything. Absolutely everything. We're trying to force things which aren't there. We're trying to create things which weren't there in the first place. Let's stick to the game plan. Run 42. Get some good picks, right? And let's see if we can get some fouls, people coming over the back. Step to the ball. But defensively, let's pick up now.
We're trying to create things that aren't even there, he says, and you can see they're 0 for 3 in this quarter. They finished the first half shooting the ball badly. They really haven't been able to get some points on the board.
No, and he's exactly right. They're forcing opportunities. They're trying to get too cute, okay, when some simple execution is all that they need. You know, even the outside shots that they are taking from Gaines and Brown aren't coming within the context of their offense. They look real disjointed at the moment. He's asked to call a play 42, and he said set some screens and move the defense around, see what you get.
Jameson was fouled on a basket and can't convert the three-point play. Two of the better big men in the league, but not two of the better free throw shooters in Claxton and Jameson.
Yeah, and as a coach, that drives you nuts because those guys are going to get fouled a lot, and you think that those are free points.
Shaw under pressure from Lloyd is short. Oh, and two Bullets going for it, knocked it out of bounds, and the Bears got lucky.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it's good hustle by Birmingham. As a coach, again, you'd like to see two guys going for it rather than none. Here's a deep three, contested, again, out of the context. There's too much dribble early in the offense from Brighton.
I'm certain that play they ran there is not the one that Coach Bannerman called in the timeout there, because there was no real movement, and it was a bad shot.
Yeah, it was great pressure by Yorick Williams on Michael Brown to really tie up the beginning of the play and screw up the timing. And again, you can be frustrated with a shot like that at that point. And oftentimes you don't need to run a play to get the ball there.
but the Bears get a second life with the ball on the end line. Now under pressure from Sims is Gaines. Traveling violation calls the referee on the baseline, Will Jones.
Credit to the Birmingham pressure. It is causing Brighton to look one way. They're not seeing open men. They're making silly mental errors such as traveling.
Williams off the high screen, pulls up from 18 feet short, and away comes Sharp. Sharp going past Lloyd all the way to the basket, is fouled by Allen, and will shoot 2.
Finally, we get somebody in the blue uniforms attacking the basket. You know, offense isn't going, just get the ball to the basket, attack the basket, maybe get some free throws, break your scoring drought.
Sharp going to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line thus far.
I'm really waiting for this guy to get going tonight. He was so fun to watch the other day. Of course, Birmingham left him a little bit alone for him to get some easy looks. Tonight, he hasn't barely had any opportunity to see the basket.
All 3 of his points from the line, all 4 of his points from the line. In their big game last week against Thames Valley, they won 30-plus points. It was Sharp and Brown, 3-point shooting. Sharp, 7 of 11 from the 3-point land last week here in this building. And there's Brown knocking it away, but Lloyd quickly back to recover. Now he drives, trying to lob into Jamison. Jamison stumbled and got hit, I believe, by Scantlebury.
Nice pass by Nigel, sorry. Did a good job to get around after the ball was stripped.
4 minutes, 19 seconds to play.
There's Jameson's strength. You get the ball that deep, a guy his caliber, it's hard to keep him off the foul line.
Claxton coming in now for Scantlebury. Just 1 point and 3 rebounds, for Claxton. He might get a chance to get another rebound here as Jamison's at the line. It comes down in the hands of Williams. And that is not the first time this season that Jamison has drawn a blank from 2 from the line. Oh, what a block from Claxton as Williams went for the basket. He's the leading rebounder and leading shot blocker, and here's a reason why he leads the league in blocking shots.
Yeah, he's just waiting, lurking back there in the defense. But I'd rather see him, maybe block that to a teammate. We'll see what happens.
Williams for 3 off the back of the ring, and Gaines has it. Was he pushed out? No, he wasn't, said the referee. He hopped out.
Ooh, that's a tough call. It's hard to believe that he just walked out of bounds after rebounding the ball. But not too much discussion from...
He was out of bounds first of all anyway, so... Lloyd for 3 is short, gets his own boards as Brown didn't box out. And Claxton eventually with the rebound. The Bullets must have had about 4 or 5 goes at that and didn't get a score.
Someone better check these baskets, Daniel. Maybe they're 11 feet or something.
Gaines for 3. He's not shy of letting them go either. Williams looking to go to the basket, goes over to big man, air balls to the layup, and away comes Brown. Sharp wants it desperately on the far side. He's wide open, but they can't get him the ball, or don't get him the ball rather. Trojanowski inside, too far under the basket to get it up.
Yeah, they really missed him wide on the wing. He was upset with his teammate that they didn't even give him a look.
The alley-oop to Phoenix is broken up by Trojanowski. Williams is there with the steal, diving on the floor, but he slid and therefore walked with it.
Great hustle getting down on the ball. But again, he slid with it, and then he said you can't advance the ball in any way, shape, or form without the dribble, and he gained an advantage from the slide.
It's 3:10 to go in the first half. The Bullets lead by 3. Mike Finger with the timeout. Let's take a listen.
Lie down. Stay on him. Stay on him full court without fouling, okay? Next offense is 2. Next offense is 2. Keep the defensive pressure on. Keep the defensive pressure on, okay? Hey, they're fouling you, but you got to play through it. It's a physical game out there both ways. You're going to take it in there, you got to take it in strong, okay? Take it in there strong. Try and dunk it, all right? Here we go. Come on, guys.
Back into the action here, Chris. Just 4 points here in the second quarter by Brighton, but they're not that far away because Birmingham have only scored 8.
Yeah, they have to consider themselves lucky. You know, if I hadn't looked at the scoreboard, in fact, I just did for the first time going into that timeout, I was surprised to see Brighton was only down by 3. I thought they were down by more like 6. And now they need a good offense here and get a basket, and it's anybody's ballgame.
Gaines. Under pressure from Sims, finds Brown. Brown looking to go past Williams. Trojanowski up top. Here's Brown. Time ticking down. Brown finds Trojanowski. He's got to go up with it. Does. And gets the score.
Good, nice, patient offense there. They had some spacing. Got an open look at the basket.
And trimmed it to a 1-point game, but Jamison quickly at the other end stretches the Bullets lead back out to 3. Phoenix with the block. Away comes Sims for the Bullets. Williams waiting for Jamison to get into the post.
We finally see the matchup between the big guys. They haven't really guarded each other.
Well, we would have had Sharp not come up with the steal. Brown with a quick step to the basket. He really turned on the gas and went quickly to the hole.
Yeah, it's a nice feed there by Sharp. Good steal, tracking back on defense. 3 on 2. You hope you're going to score more of those than you miss.
Williams lost the ball as it was passed just slightly behind him by Jamison, but he perhaps should have held on. Brown falling over. It'll be a Bullets ball.
Some sloppy play going on out there right now. There's no other way to describe it.
And 21 turnovers in the game by halftime shows that there is some sloppy play about. Good team. A team like Chris's probably only averages about 12 turnovers a game. We've had 22 thus far. It's 22 to Brighton, 23 to Birmingham. We have a timeout call. Charlie Bannerman is the man who's called the timeout. He seems to be having a word or two with the referee before he goes over to his huddle.
Okay.
Come on. Listen, remember what I said? I said each quarter we must win. Do you understand? Each quarter. So let's play that D and let's execute on. Let's go. Come on.
Charlie Bannerman with a few words for the referees, but then went in. They're setting out a game plan of winning each quarter. They won the first one by a point. They're losing here in the second one by 2.
Yeah, he's broken down his game plan by quarters. You know, go out and win every quarter. It's a great focus tool for his guys. And the other thing I like, Mark Dunning in there, assistant coach, was saying, hey, let's get 2 offense, 1 defense, 2 offenses to close the quarter out. It's clock management. Let's go into halftime meeting.
Charlie Bannerman there just having a chat with his assistant coach, Mark Dunning. Great pressure defense from the Bears on a Tete, but eventually the foul is on Sharp.
Ooh, tough foul. Good pressure, giving them a little bit of their own medicine on the defensive end there, but you know, I don't know, ticky-tack foul for me, given what they've let go happen so far in the game. Brighton's starting to pick up their own pressure, getting their hands on a lot of passes.
Lloyd, short. Claxton tried to grab it before it hit the ring. Jamison is fouled by Claxton. He wasn't going to let him score.
Yeah, good foul. You know, you're going to take the foul, make sure he doesn't get the shot off. Nice pass by Nigel getting in there, help coming up. But the big guy almost had it clean, but he got him with the body and then across the hand.
Plus, it's a guaranteed 2 points if he goes to dunk it. It's not guaranteed at the foul line for Jamison. Although he gets a very nice roll on the first one.
There's that commentator's curse in reverse.
Yeah, it usually works the other way.
But you're right, he's probably, on the game plan, he's one of those guys that you say, hey, let's foul him, don't give him anything easy. Take a foul, make him work for it.
Certainly has been the game plan of the Bears. He's the only man on the Bullets side to go to the foul line so far, and he's 2 of 5. Shaw been very quiet offensively. Not seen the three-pointers we've come to expect in the opening few games. Now he's driving through the middle, loses the ball, away come the Bullets. Walker is ahead of Lloyd. Lloyd goes all the way on his own, fires it up high. And in with the rebound is Miko Atete.
And there's Miko. He's another one of those guys who just comes and works hard. He could kill you off the offensive glass if you let him. He gave us fits last weekend, trying to keep him off the glass, and he gets the easy bucket out of it.
Brown slipping, still going, all the way on his own. He needs to find a teammate. No, he doesn't, because he fires in off the glass.
It was a nice shot. I mean, flat out got lucky. I mean, just dribble and dribble and dribble. Looked like he was the one playing for the Harlem Globetrotters there for a while.
Lloyd fakes the three. Now he takes it. It's short. Jamison with the offensive boards, but he couldn't get a shot back off in time. Jamison leading the scorers with 8 for the Bullets, and at the halftime, it's the Bullets who have the advantage.
It's not the highest scoring game we've ever seen, but it's very competitive. The Birmingham Bullets, who went down to defeat on Wednesday, are trying to get back on top. Stay with us. We're at the half. But there were some highlights in the first half. Sharp hustles, passes to Brown on the 2-on-1 break, who pulls back for the 3. The first points of the game. Brighton took a 10-2 early lead, which forced a turnover by Birmingham. Timeout, I mean. The inside battle. Jamison is blocked by 7-foot Claxton, but Nigel Lloyd becomes the recipient. Here we go. He recovers the ball and hits the deuce. Brighton led 14-13 after the first quarter. Justin Phoenix beats Claxton down the floor. He hits a 15-footer for Birmingham. It was their first lead of the game. York Williams converts after Jamison's steal. Birmingham had 8 steals in the first half. And Mike Brown hits a lucky one. Birmingham trail at the half, 24-27. Halftime score, Birmingham Bullets lead 27 and Brighton Bears 24. Here you have a game, a lot of turnovers. Why?
Well, I think familiarity plays a big part, Kev. They just played each other the other day. They came out and made a lot of adjustments. Certainly, Birmingham's come out with a lot more pressure. For me, Brighton is just doesn't look like they have any rhythm or any flow. Too much dribble.
How do you feel as a player from that point of view? Coach Bannerman says we're trying to win 1 quarter at a time, having it broken down that way.
I mean, that's good, that you just concentrate on that 1 quarter, concentrate on just winning it. And with what Brighton aren't doing from Wednesday, as Chris said, they're not moving the ball, not getting it on the inside. I think they need to go inside first. They need to try and get some shots for Lamont Sharp, because he had like 5 or 6 three-pointers, and if you can hit from the outside, that opens it up. So they need to get him involved, run him off some more screens, and look for him, because I don't think they are.
You look at Brighton's bench, is that going to be the deciding factor for them towards the end of this game?
Certainly in foul trouble, and I think the big guy's struggling to get up and down the floor the way they're matched up. I think maybe they move him back over to Jamison, and it's more of a better matchup for him. Right now, Phoenix has been turned loose on the boards, and it's been real advantage Birmingham on the break.
You say Birmingham on the break. Is there an advantage of either team when you look at the fast break?
Well, I think Birmingham on the break, they got the better finishers, and I think they got the better athletes out on the break. It's really where they've been playing their best team basketball. On the Brighton break, it's been a little bit too much Sharp looking for Brown, and I feel it should be the other way, like Carl says.
And here you have, let's look at the Birmingham team. You as a player sitting next to York Williams, what do you tell him as he starts this game?
Calm down. He didn't play. He's just coming off a virus. He's one of our main guys. Take your time. I think he's trying to rush it. He's forcing it. He's putting too much pressure on himself. He should relax, let Nigel Lloyd run the show, get it inside, and just pick his moments. He's good on the break. Nigel will get it to him. That's how he got his 4 points in transition. He just needs to relax And I think he'll come out this half and he'll do well. He just needs to relax. I think they'll tell him to calm down and hopefully be okay.
Okay, let's see what the match facts look like. And as we look at the shooting percentages, neither one anything to write home about. What do you fellas see?
Well, again, 3-point percentage there for Brighton. Again, on Wednesday night, they were getting open looks and making them. Now they're not getting any. All those 3-point shots are heavily contested.
And Jameson has to do a little bit better on the free throw line. He's the one that's 2 for 5 for Birmingham on the line. Brighton doing a pretty good job, 7 for 8.
Yeah, that's what's keeping them in the game. 7 for 8, 88%. And once again, Big Jameson, he needs to convert the foul shots because we'll get fouled in the second half, and the game could be decided on the foul line.
As we look at the backboards, I thought that on Wednesday, Brighton held a 33-26 advantage, but Birmingham must have went home and did their homework over the last couple of days.
Yeah, they certainly did. I think they're much more aggressive on the boards. They're creating a lot of turnovers and a lot of crazy shots out of the rhythm of the offense, and Brighton doesn't have much of a presence on the boards either.
Each team even Steven when it comes to turnovers. As we look at the leadometer, few changes in the game, but it seemed that timeouts seemed to have made a difference in this first half.
Yeah, timeouts. Charlie Bannerman, he said a great thing. He said they're going away from their game plan, and when they came out of timeout, they made their run. So it looks good for Brighton right now.
Okay, so here's a warning. The teams in the league need to know that you can run, but you can't hide, as Suzanne is on your trail compiling Sue's News.
Randy Duck has been released by the London Towers and returned to America, where he has joined the Baltimore Bay Runners in the newly formed IBL. Robert Youngblood misses his third game with a groin injury. The Leopards hope he'll be back next weekend. Chester Jets will be without Piero Cameron for their clash with Edinburgh after he was given permission to return home to New Zealand to play in a final Olympic qualifying game. Alton Bird, former head coach at Crystal Palace, has been appointed Vice President of Corporate Partnership for the Sacramento Kings in the NBA. Former league MVP John White is making giant steps at his new club Strasbourg in France, where he's averaging over 19 points a game. Last night, the Milton Keynes Lions travelled to Newcastle in the first round of the National Cup. They came away winners 109-99 after overtime. Windless top score with a massive 40 points. And don't forget, you can catch our very...
Second half, the Birmingham Bullets lead the Brighton Bears by a score of 27-24. It's over to our match commentators, Chris Finch and Daniel Routledge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Now, last week in one of your games, you had 33 points at the end of the first quarter. Why have we only got this many points at halftime?
Well, 22 turnovers isn't going to help. I mean, the same weekend that we had 33 points, we also had 40 turnovers for the weekend. It's a bit difficult to score.
All right, if you take a look out on the court there's something missing. The game is to spot what? We've got both teams, the ball's on the table, but we appear to have no referees. I've not seen that one before.
Did we have referees the whole first half?
Ooh, there are some that say we could play without them. Call your own fouls and off we go.
That's what we do back on the playground. Usually we let the defense call the fouls, but I'm sure in this game it would get a bit ugly quickly.
Here we go, and the referees have made it back to the court. Obviously their changing rooms is a lot longer. There's Will Jones, the referee, coming in.
It's the first time I've ever seen... Oh, well, eat my words. I was going to say Will's camera shy.
Right, now we're ready to go. As referee Trevor Proughton walks out to take the jump ball.
We're down in a nice resort town. Maybe they went down to the pit.
Yeah. Had to wander out, breathe in the sea air, but now we're off and underway, and the Bullets will have the first offense of the second half.
Let's see what adjustments they make. Both teams coming out of that halftime. I know, again, familiarity is a big part of this game. That's why it's been so log-jammed in the middle.
Jameson is blocked twice and eventually gets it in underneath.
Great hustle, more than one effort. I love guys who make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 efforts if that's what it takes. He makes a couple efforts there, gets blocked, strong, finish.
The home fans on their feet, waiting for the opening score.
They're running sharp off the screen. Sorry to cut across you there. Ran him off the screen early, trying to get him more involved in the offense. Good move by Coach Bannerman.
It was an old trait they used to have at Worthing. The fans would stand until the Bears' opening score. And when you get shots like that on the opening play, you just wonder how long you might have to stand for. Jameson wide open in the paint. Trojanowski got back, but only committed the foul.
Again, slow getting back in the middle from the big guy. Trojanowski, who took the shot at the other end, hustled back. Just got called for the foul. It's easy to spot who the previous fans from Worthing were.
They'll be the ones stood up. Jameson again to the line. He's the only bullet to have been to the foul line. He missed his first three, and now he's subsequently made the next three. Rebound Claxton.
It's the ball down for the Bears, Michael Brown.
Brown lost it off his own foot.
Too much dribble. I've said it time and time again through this game. Brighton had moved the big guy back down inside. For most of the first half, he was out top. But they don't even give him a look. Just dribble, dribble, dribble.
Phoenix, great feed to Jameson, but he didn't get it to go. Nigel Lloyd with the rebound. Phoenix had it knocked away. Away comes Brown. 2-on-2 fast break. Michael Brown. Shot open for three. It's short. Trojanowski underneath. Gets the foul from Jameson. Trojanowski will go to the line with a chance to get his fans to sit down. There's a steal.
Strip underneath. And again, it's the two guards primarily on the break for Brighton. We got a kick out. That's about the third tip three-pointer that Birmingham's had. Great job for them hustling out. And those tip balls are often real hard to rebound because you don't know exactly where they're going.
And still they stand in the Brighton Center waiting for that first score of the Bears. There they are standing up. They stand up until the score by the home team. And there we go. And a cry of relief from the Bears fans as they go back to their seats.
9 points here, Trojanowski.
Here's the foul as Williams went to the basket.
Yeah, had the hands on. He was going to let that go, but then the body contact had to call it.
Lloyd stands, orchestrating things.
This is where Nigel's so good for their team. He just gets them set where they need to be.
Jameson with a nice-looking runner tipped in by Justin Phoenix.
And the big guy goes to block the shot. He's guarding Phoenix. Phoenix does the wise thing and crashes the boards and gets an easy tip in.
Jameson, that was the first time he's missed a shot other than from the foul line, obviously, tonight. But they still got the two with Phoenix's tip.
Yeah, and
Emiko Atete scored for his first foul. Come on, you drive the Brighton Bears. Make some noise.
Foul number 1 on Atete. Shot. Trying to get it into Claxton. Trojanowski was there to pick up the pieces, and Claxton just found the ball right in his hands and tipped it in.
Yeah, they had a little better execution there. They look to go inside, and you hustle into the bucket. Everyone's hustling, and when you hustle, good things happen.
Claxton with his first field goal of the night. He's only got 3 points. He has got 6 boards, but as I said, he scored a double-double in every championship game. Didn't get one on Wednesday night against the Bullets. Stolen away by Shaw. Shaw will go up for the layup.
Looked like he was going to go up and dunk that. Just lost his footing, slipped a little bit there. Back to the point on Claxton, Daniel. He really hasn't touched the ball that much. He's been out around the free throw line. Here you see the steal, but great hustle rotating out. And a little bit of a lazy pass. Nigel, lucky he didn't get the foul.
12 points from 13 Birmingham turnovers for the Bears. Trojanowski with the boards on the missed shot by Phoenix.
The transition game's really been where it's at tonight. I mean, both teams getting the buckets.
Claxton inside, his foul, count the basket, and he'll go to the line.
I was wondering all first half why they hadn't thrown it in there. On Wednesday, Daniel, you knew how much he touched the ball, and they had to collapse around him, and they kicked it back out for the open threes. Today, he's been floating around the free throw line where they can sag off him. He's not a great perimeter shooter out there. He's an okay passer, but you don't need to go charging out and pressuring him. Get down low, two good things happen.
And he ties the game at 32. The Bears with 7 straight points here in the second half. Williams with a chance to break that with 3. The tip won't go. All the way out to Brown. It's 2-on-2 again. 2-on-1 now. Here's Brown on the trail. Williams with a great block. And off and running he goes.
Fantastic block.
Round the back from Williams. Oh, what a great play. Coast to coast from Yorick Williams.
Superhuman effort on both ends of the court, creating his offense from a fantastic hustle play, block shot. No doubt about it, he goes right to the basket.
Trojanowski ripped away by Atete. Williams again lines up a 3, no, his toes on the line, it's only worth 2.
And again, he's getting his, he's coming out, he's looks a little bit more settled today. In the second half here, and he's getting some opportunities.
Here's the replay, just look at his feet. I think it might have been his right foot just on the front of the line.
That block has created, in effect, a 7-point swing. I thought Brighton were going to get a layup, go up 2, now they're down 5.
Thrown up under real pressure is Scantlebury, and it came off Claxton's leg last, and will be a Brighton ball, Birmingham ball, sorry. Thrown away by Lloyd and Jameson. Jameson looking for a foul with Phoenix behind it, with Scantlebury behind him.
No, I think it's a good call. I mean, both guys, he's ducking in there on the block looking for it. It's just an ill-fated pass.
Third turnover of the night for Nigel Lloyd. Into Scantlebury. Scantlebury going strong. Claxton with the boards, fighting for it. Out of bounds, Brighton ball.
Yeah, it's 2 times Scantlebury touched the ball. He's forcing his offense a little bit right into the defense. The referees are letting you play down there, and you got to recognize, you got to stop, take the short jumper, or kick it out when you got the guy running at you.
There certainly were better options than the one he took. Michael Brown so close on the 3. Jameson with the ball.
But there you see what we're talking about. York doubled down and left the shooter wide open. Now it's the second time that York's just lost the ball out of bounds on an easy pass.
Yeah, right through his hands on that one, and he just looks to the skies as it just right through his hands, and
maybe he's got a little too much glitter on his hands.
Well, it could be that. He's got glitter in his hair. It's obviously on his hands as well. Sharp under real pressure inside, but it comes out underneath. Oh, great play by John Gaines.
And nice pass here, cutting to the basket. Again, they tipped the first pass, but because they double teamed, they didn't have their box out coverage.
Just a delay in the game. Something had been thrown on court by one of the fans, I believe. A paper airplane or something. They've been warned not to do it by referee Will Jones.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally uncalled for, disgusting behavior. We don't want to
There's
see
some
that.
ice there on Trojanowski on the bench there. Seems to, I don't know if he's cut his lip or something. Also seems to be getting one up on his eye too. Lloyd. Lloyd driving along the baseline. Great move from Nigel Lloyd.
Weak side helps, never rotated over. Scant was front in the post and he got sealed off. Nigel saw it, took advantage of it. Finished on the other side. For all you younger guys out there, you see a big shot blocker, take the ball on the other side of the basket. Make them, can't block it through the rim.
Claxton in the post, can't get it to go. Oh, lovely give and go from Phoenix and Jamison.
Yeah, we got hurt on that a couple of times. If you're going to go double that big guy, Justin recognizes and makes another good hard cut to the basket.
Give and go, the oldest play in the game, but it's still one of the most effective.
It certainly is.
Brown under great pressure from Walker.
Nice job jumping out on that screen.
Sharp fires over Jamison. The tip from Claxton. What a great play.
Wow. Talk about... That's when size helps you. Go up there and get that ball.
He's got 8 points and 8 boards so far tonight, Mr. Claxton.
And he's been a difference for Brighton in the second half, no doubt.
And there he is at the defensive end with the steal. He saw that play last time down. Gaines, great feed to Scantlebury underneath. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Remember at the start of this, there was a couple of silly little passes that went out of bounds that allowed them to creep back into the game.
Phoenix gets it into Jamison in the post. Jamison backing in on Scantlebury, fires over Scantlebury. Claxton knocks it out. Gaines can only knock it back out to Lloyd. Lloyd quickly finds Phoenix. Might have traveled with it. Referee said no, loose ball. And away come the Bears, 2 on, none. Sharp goes up, and this time no slip, and he gets the slam.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I thought Justin Phoenix was fouled attacking the basket there on the block shot by Claxton. I thought he reached in and got him all across the arm.
The Bears fans are waving their banners, are on their feet. Their team has scored 6 straight points and leveled things at 40. Walker through the middle, and there's a foul ball.
Intensity picking up down in the paint.
Here's another look as Walker went through the middle. They were all going for it.
Yeah, you could have picked any number of guys. I was wondering, I was just thinking to myself, you know, Mike took York out. Maybe he's tired from his fitness, lack of fitness this week. But he's back in the game. I mean, he was instrumental in that run that got him up 5 points. Has him back in the last 46 seconds, see if he can close out the quarter.
One of the things that interests me is Lee Walker, the man on the foul line here tonight. We haven't seen too much of him, and yet he had a great game against you last week. Yeah,
he did. He had a fantastic score, 22 points against us in the absence of York. And I felt that, you know, he took a lot of the shots and got a lot of points that York would normally take. I saw him the previous night against Newcastle, and he played a role similar to tonight. So I feel that this is what we're going to see from Lee Walker for the remainder of the year.
The Bears fans more than happy that Walker draws a blank on both, because now Brighton can come down and regain the lead. Sharp fires up, the 3 is short. Away comes Williams, 4 on 1. Williams on his own with the easy layup. And it's a 2-point ball game with a quarter and some change. Chris,
yeah,
what do you fancy?
You know, I think it's anyone's game. I think certainly if Brighton's struggling a little bit here on offense with Brown out at the point guard, but a smart move, get him a rest, see if you can get a basket here, a good shot at the end of the quarter.
You're not here to tell us both teams can win. Who's going to win?
I'm still going to stick with Birmingham. I think they're a bit stronger.
A foul there on Walker. but no real foul trouble in the game of any note.
Yeah, so far my pregame prediction hasn't come true. But, you know, don't forget, foul trouble for Brighton's 1 or 2 guys. You know, and they're not deep enough to withstand any kind of trouble.
Gaines for 3. Not this time. Rebound, Jameson. He's got to shoot it. There's no time left in the quarter, and he didn't quite see it, but Sean Jameson has been a key figure. He's the only man in double figures so far here in this ball game. It could still go either way at the Brighton Center. It's the Bears 40, the Bullets 42. We'll be right back. The hometown Bears trail the Birmingham Bullets by 2. With me is Chris Finch, coach of Sheffield, and taking a look at the match facts. And the three-point shooting is nothing to write home about.
No, it's horrendous, to use the word. And, you know, both teams have really gone away from it and tried to power the ball down inside.
If we flip over onto the next page, take a look at the rebounding, and Birmingham starting to pick up on the offensive glass there.
They are, but 17 turnovers at the end of the third period. I mean, if they're not careful, that could approach 30.
Certainly has been very sloppy in the backcourt on occasions, and if we take a look at the leadometer, we can see the way Birmingham Bullets have pretty much led since the second quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten out to nice leads and then turned the ball over a couple times, which allowed Brighton back, and then you just see the peaks and valleys that's led to.
And the Bears fans are on their feet. They're waving those banners. Go, Bears, go. It's a good crowd in here tonight. It must be said they've done a great job moving along here. Credit to the Brighton City Council, Town Council, who were desperate for them to come here, and they really have a lovely arena, and they pretty much packed it out tonight.
And the atmosphere is fantastic, and the game is exciting.
And the Bears have the ball to start the final quarter with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead.
All 3 perimeter threats in there for Brighton.
Here's Gaines, one of them. They go inside now to Claxton. Still Claxton inside, strong, too strong perhaps. And Yorick Williams comes up with it, and he's off and running. Stolen away by Michael Brown. Along the baseline goes Sharp, and he's fouled by Yorick Williams.
Nice job. Nigel rotating out on him, thinking that he's going to knock down a 3. Good spot-up shooter. Knows it's not going. Takes it to the basket.
Williams has scored for his second foul.
Kind of a lazy pass by York in transition across court. And again, the younger guys out there, you know, in transition, throw the ball down the court. Keep the cross-court stuff to a minimum, certainly when people are around.
Sharp makes the first. Now he has a chance to tie the game. He misses, but somebody was in too early, so he'll get another go. That's got to really upset you as a coach. Just silly things like that, giving a guy like this another chance at the foul line.
Yeah, we did it with Jameson last week. He went in early twice. I'm sorry, on Phoenix from the free throws. We gave him 2 extra ones. Fortunately, he missed them both for us. But it's just a mental error, and it's really does drive me nuts.
We're tied at 42 with 9.5 to play in the ball game. Clive Allen hands over to Nigel Lloyd for the Bullets. Jameson looking to go to work on the big man inside. Jameson with a nice little dance along the baseline. Phoenix with the boards. He lost it. Saved it back to Williams. Fires up the 3. Yorick Williams all string from the corner.
Yeah, but Justin Phoenix made that play for me. He stuck with it. Then the ball going out of bounds. Saves the ball. York gets a nice shot.
Yorick Williams, who was struggling early on, is the game's leading scorer with 13.
Brighton really featuring Claxton down low. I think the ball can come out a little bit earlier. Go down in, they're doubling down, kick it back out.
Sharp finds a gap, but it was quickly filled by Bullets defenders, and away comes Phoenix with a little stutter. Now goes strong goal. Beautiful move from Justin Phoenix. Here it is, little hesitation, and then blew past Michael Brown.
Yeah.
And with 8.5 minutes to go, Charles Luke Bannerman in the center of your screen has called a timeout. His side trail by 5.
Go. Listen up. Listen up. This is nothing. This is nothing. Right? Okay? Do not get involved, right, with the ball. I'll deal with that, okay? I'll deal with it. You need to focus on what we need to do on offense. Focus on what we need to do on O. All right, okay? Focus on what we need to do on D. Right? Remember, all rebounds, we need to box out, get the rebound. Offensively, right, we need to pump fake inside the paint. So we're still looking for the wing to post pass. Anybody in the wing, don't cut topside, cut through the paint. Cut through the paint, so you might be able to get the ball like you did. Cut through the paint. All right, let's go.
Now, in a low-scoring game, one of the key factors is giving teams too many shots. And if we take a look at the second chance points here, both teams have got about the same amount of points, but Birmingham have crashed the glass that little bit better.
Yeah, at halftime there, Birmingham had 7 more points than, 7 more shots than Birmingham. If you make 50% of them, you know, you're going to be up by 6 or 7 points.
The Bears ball from the end line when Claxton makes it down there to inbound. He has now. And they trail by 5. It's been a game of several runs.
Yeah, but every time Birmingham gets out, edges out to about this stage,
the Bears come back. And then when they get it level, the Bullets go again.
Yeah, and good timeout, get the team settled, take the ball to the basket. This is the first time they've really had a clean look at the basket going to the basket, sorry. The penetration, as we saw in the possession before with Sharp trying to get up over the big guys, hasn't really worked. The penetration and kick should be there.
You get the feeling that this is about the time when the decisive run in the game will be made by one side or the other, as Michael Brown trims it to 4.
Yeah, and funny enough, Daniel, that it may just be the time a big 3, either gives Birmingham the lead, the cushion around the lead they need, or brings Brighton back into it.
Jameson. Phoenix in the corner. Pulls up from the corner. Rebound Jameson and the stick back, and we were just talking about second chance points.
Yeah, again, the matchup with Claxton on the outside allows Jameson to go to work on the inside, and he's too strong for those guys on that possession, certainly.
Clive Allen fighting hard on the ball. Referee says jump ball.
Yeah, Clive in there hustling. Thought he may have come around the back a little bit.
3 points, couple of boards for Clive Allen. Does the job as he comes off the bench.
The typical Clive Allen performance, comes in, hustles, gets it, banks the body, plays some good defense, gets a couple putbacks.
Scansbury wins the tip, but only to knock it out of bounds, and the Bullets will have it.
He's trying to tip to his teammate Claxton there, he just didn't read it. There's a big possession here.
Certainly is, because if the Bullets can score, they just might start to edge away here. Jameson back, and he ripped away almost by Gaines, but foul was called first. And the Bullets will get it from the side.
Good job by Skins battling him. They just pick up a ticky-tack foul on the reach-in.
Phoenix had it ripped away by Sharp, and Birmingham will try it again. Williams way short on the quick shot. Gaines with the easy boards. Scansbury.
Get the ball down inside the Claxton. Looks like that's what we're doing, isolating them down there.
Gaines lobs it in. Jameson trying to come around and knock it loose. They're going to look for a shot soon. Here's Claxton backing in again. Claxton under pressure is fouled. And we'll go to the line. The foul is on Sean Jameson.
Yeah, good call. You know, he bellied him up, which is okay. He reached across and into his shooting cylinder.
Shall we get the next game? Let's try the Brighton
He's certainly arguing the point with the referee. Here's another look at
His
it.
body's okay. Reaching up into him like that. Can't come into him that much. Hands need to go back. The ref needs to know that your hands are back. That type of contact, the advantage is always going to go to the offensive player.
Claxton, though, can't make the first. Makes the second, though. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Let's watch Nigel Lloyd coming down these next few possessions. About his time to come off looking for a three. Another careless pass.
Sharp off and running. Sharp all the way. Doesn't get the basket. Gaines trying to fight with it. Yorick Williams comes up with it.
There what you saw was that was definitely influenced by the block Williams had earlier in the game. Sharp's trying to change the shot. Should have gone up strong. So he blocked it last time. Take it at him again.
Yeah, you were mentioning about Nigel. It was about this stage on Wednesday night. He scored 10 in a row for the Bullets as they came back. It wasn't enough. The Bears fired back themselves and pulled out to that 11-point win. Brown thought about pulling up the three. Finds Scantlebury instead. Scantlebury for two. Nice shot from Richard Scantlebury. It's a 2-point ball game.
The Birmingham didn't do a very good job of getting back. Little pump fake there by Scant. Smart steps under. Take what's given to you. It's what they weren't doing in the first half game. You made the point so well. And there you saw it. That's what happened Wednesday night. You got a lot of easy stuff like that.
Williams going to the basket is fouled will at least avoid having the lowest scoring game in Basketball League history. There's the foul's called. Do you remember what the lowest scoring game was, Chris?
Was that the one that the Sharks played against Doncaster?
It was indeed. 51-49, I think, was the final score. Chris was playing back in those days.
Yeah, that was about our third game of the season. I can remember that I was playing at home, and boy, you just couldn't get anything to go. Thankfully, Doncaster weren't much better, although they did win.
Phoenix backing in on Claxton. Atete with a good head fake, drives to the basket, throws up a prayer, and Claxton with the rebound.
Thought he was going to dish that off for a second, then he managed a way to scoop it up there.
Sharp going along the baseline. Sharp kicks it all the way out. Michael Brown for three, and he's fouled by Yorick Williams. And that, I believe, is foul number 4 on Yorick.
Certainly a situation to watch. Yorick arguing with the call. Got him on the elbow. The thing with that is it's so out there for everyone to see. Whether you really make contact or not, it's hard for the referee to decide. But because it looks so obvious, they've got to call it.
And Yorick has got to go to the bench on 4 fouls. He's replaced by Lee Walker. There's the foul trouble. It's really only Williams at this stage in the game who is in trouble, and he'll take a breather.
It's a nice penetration by Sharp. I just feel he's going a little bit too deep at times, but the kick out was there, and that's what we were talking about a few minutes ago. The penetration with those big guys crowding the ball, the kick out should be on.
Brown to tie the game. And now a chance to give the Bears the lead for the first time since the start of the second quarter. And he does. The Bears fans are going wild in the house. Their side lead Birmingham by 1.
They've done well. They've really scrapped and hung in there, and they've made the most of every opportunity, and they've been rewarded. Now, can they come up with a big stop?
Phoenix driving through the middle. Does it count? The referee's not signaled anything. He's still not signaled a score. He's now turned around and said, is it a basket? Yes, it is. I don't think Will Jones saw it go in. He had to turn to Trevor Pounton and ask, but it will be a three-point play for Justin Phoenix.
Nice drive. Justin, he's been the man of the game for me on both ends, really, but certainly for Birmingham. But recognizing Claxton's laying off, just puts the ball down on the deck, goes the hole strong. He's been tremendous on the offensive glass, getting tip-ins, keeping the ball alive, getting out and running the floor.
Phoenix up to 13 points. There's the foul trouble now. Scantlebury just picking up his fourth. Brown dishes out to Scants. Scants with the jump shot, got hit late, but Nigel Lloyd came down with the balls. Here's Walker. Walker bump foul on Lamont Sharp, and Sharp appears to be hobbling there. Whether he got hit on the ankle or the knee or the hip, I'm not sure, but he's definitely limping on that.
I think they bumped knees here. Oh, he got it in the thigh. That's a couple times he's been caught on that wing. With a little too much contact as his man's trying to drive him around to the basket.
And a minute ago we said there was no real foul trouble. We now have 3 players on 4 fouls with still 4 minutes to go. And Gaines will come on to replace Sharp, who's just picked up foul number 4 and is limping to the bench.
See if they can get John Gaines going.
Lloyd for 3, no. Jameson with the putback, tip from Phoenix. Jameson another chance, and he was fouled by Trojanowski, and you can see how upset Jameson is, I think with himself more than anybody else, for not making that score.
Yeah, good hustle. But he may have been fouled earlier, like you see it on the replay. Good foul, good hard foul by Trojanowski, not giving anything away there.
There's a little bit of treatment to Sharp there. Clenched teeth. I'm sure he'll be back in the game at some stage. Sean Jameson will go to the foul line now. 3 of 7 from the line this evening.
I think he's made his last 4, Daniel, hasn't he?
4 of the last 5. He's on a double-double tonight. 14 points, make that 15 points now. And 11 rebounds for the big man.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, John Gaines. See if they can get him involved in the offense at some point tonight. He really stroked it last night. I think he finished 3rd in the league in scoring. Obviously hampered by the back injury, still coming back in, maybe out of sync with his teammates, but they really could use him to step up.
Atete just knocking it out of bounds. Bears ball. Brown. Gaines, here he is. Inside to Scantlebury. Scantlebury feeds Claxton. Claxton wasn't expecting it, but still managed to come up with it. Shot clock ticking down. Claxton off the glass, too strong. And it's in the hands of Jameson.
Ooh, unfortunate there. Just nice pass by Scants, just fumbled it. Nigel setting the offense.
Huge rebound for Jameson. Very important. Time running out this quarter. 4 points per game.
There's plenty of action in the post there, and Jameson is eventually whistled for the foul, and he's straight to the referee to have a word. There was plenty of pushing and shoving through the middle, and Jameson now picks up 4 fouls. Here's another look at the action. Now watch Jameson cutting through the paint. There's some pushing and shoving there. They're still going at it there. Then he gets in, he just clears out.
Yeah, you can't clear out space. I mean, Scants is entitled to that piece of the floor because he was there first. The big guy coming through.
We got a Brighton timeout. Let's go take a listen.
Right? Get as low as you can is important. Listen up. Right? We need stops. Every stop and every single rebound. Every single rebound. Nothing. Box out, get it, and let's run some O. Come on now, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. You got it.
It was just a minute ago, Chris, that I said there was no real foul trouble in the game. Now, if we look at it, especially, well, really at both ends, there are two key players on both teams, but you got Williams and Jameson, two of the top 3 scorers for Birmingham, Scantlebury and Sharp, and they're two of the top 3 scorers the other way. But Jameson, surely, with 15 points and 12 boards, is a key player into having foul trouble.
Yeah, he's been their go-to guy over the last, most of this quarter, really. And I think this thing to watch now is whether Brighton recognize that. I'm sure they do. He's matched up on Claxton. The Claxton play in the post, giving him the ball in the post has been key for Brighton. If I was Coach Bannerman, I'd be sending the ball down there in this possession.
Let's see if they will do. Brown penetrates, feeds inside, Claxton underneath, and he was left alone by Jameson for the score.
Yeah.
Claxton now into a double-double with 11 and 11.
Yeah, you saw that. He couldn't challenge the shot, but a smart move by him. He knows the team needs him down the stretch. Let him have the bucket.
Well, we've been talking since the top of the show about the battle of the big men. You got Claxton 11 boards, 11 points. Jameson 15 points, 12 boards. It's been a big man show, hasn't it?
It has been, and oftentimes when it's a big man show, you see low-scoring affairs because they like to muddy up the waters, throw the ball down there, let them bang. Both coaches have been real clever not having them guard each other too much tonight, but I think we're going to see it down the stretch here.
Nigel Lloyd makes the free throws, and away comes Michael Brown. Gaines. Claxton backing in on Jameson. Strong move by Claxton. And again, Jameson's defensive abilities are limited by the 4 fouls.
Yeah, he took his time. He's turned squares to the basket. Jameson a little bit lucky he didn't get a cheap one there. But nice patience and nice rhythm down in the post.
Gaines all over Williams. Here's Jameson up top. Lloyd. Phoenix lines up at 3. Yes! Justin Phoenix with a huge shot for the Bullets.
There's the big 3. I saw that play, exact same play last weekend. Same guy coming up when you least expected, a guy like Justin stepping out there. He can hit that. It's just not a big part of their offense.
Brown backs out for an equalizing 3 at the other end. And he trims it back to 2 inside the final 2 minutes.
Wow, we're seeing some big shots. Like I said, nobody's hit any threes. All games, not been apart. We see back-to-back threes, one to edge Birmingham out, the next to bring him Brighton right back into striking distance.
And Yorick Williams checks back into the ball game. A little wink for Chris Finch there.
I was kind of hoping that was for the pretty girl standing behind me.
There is Yorick Williams. Jameson way out behind the 3-point line. Here's Nigel Lloyd.
And there we see the big guys banging away.
It's brought them all the way out to the 3-point line. They started under the basket. Lloyd lines up a 3. 3 3-pointers in a row. Away come Brighton now with Brown. Can they reply with another?
Defense was caught. They didn't know whether to double team and left Lloyd. Can't do that late in the game.
Trojanowski underneath was hammered hard by Mikel Etete.
Nice cut. Comes out, plants hard, goes back door. Good feed by Brown. Good job there by Brighton, taking all that pressure that Birmingham was exerting on the perimeter and turning it into something easy for them on the inside.
I think Etete saw Jameson stepping over and thought, I'd best get this foul in quick so that the big man doesn't foul out.
It was good hustle by him, not letting him get the shot, and it's paid off. He's missed the first one.
Misses them both. Claxton tips it once, but eventually Etete comes down with it, and that'll be a couple of big missed free throws potentially here.
Yeah, that's going to kill you. Makes the last 1:10 a lot more difficult.
And nobody is better at ticking time down than the man on the ball now, Nigel Lloyd. Usually ticks it down and gets a score. Not this time, though. Loose ball on the floor. Jameson with the pickup. And now, those 2 missed free throws.
Good hustle. Great hustle by Jameson getting down there. Good hustle by Claxton, too, getting on the floor. Just came.
Brown from deep for 3. Oh, what a massive 3 by Michael Brown. It's a 4-point game. And Trojanowski's not been in the league long. Perhaps he doesn't know Nigel Lloyd's not the man to foul at this stage.
No. 29 seconds left, though. He did a good thing by fouling quickly, okay? He may not have fouled the right guy, but he fouled quickly enough rather than having Nigel run 10, 15 seconds off the clock.
The score is 60-64. 4-point ball game. Come on, people.
Birmingham lead by 4. Nigel Lloyd at the line, 30 seconds to play. Makes the first. This to make it 2 shots to tie, and I say that with some confidence given the fact that we've got Gaines, Sharp and Brown out there.
Yeah, and you saw last time Brown aggressively looking for the 3. I expect the same thing here. Maybe penetrate and kick out to another.
Here is Michael Brown. Oh, he slipped on the floor, and that's probably it. How unfortunate for Michael Brown. He just slipped over on the floor, and that has probably done it for the Brighton Bears, but they have fought well here against the Birmingham side.
Yeah, and late double team.
Claxton with the steal, but he ran out of court.
Just a bit unorganized here at the end. Obviously, the slip probably threw them off, but they didn't foul right away, didn't double team right away. And I think a little too much to do with 5 seconds left to go. But they have fought hard. Every time they got to the brink, they just couldn't get over it. Birmingham did a good job, showed some good resilience.
Great job from Jameson inside. He's 17 points, 13 boards as Yorick Williams goes over to the Bullets fans and dances in front of them.
Yeah, he's certainly a crowd pleaser. Those fans who haven't seen his introduction at Birmingham is a sight to see. But here's the man of the last 2 minutes of the game, step up with a big 3.
Nigel Lloyd pulls it out to an 8-point game. John Gaines catches. He's going to fire up for 3 and hits. And they said at the start of the game, the bookie said Bullets by 5. And with 0.3 of a second left, the Bullets lead this by 5. So it'll be a cleanup at the bookies. The Birmingham Bullets have come down to Brighton, and a big victory for them, especially given the fact that Brighton knocked them out of the cup on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I thought Mike did a good job making some adjustments early in the game that gave Brighton a lot of trouble. Brighton, they came out and had a confidence early. Then Mike's defense kicked in, and they played with a newfound commitment tonight that they just didn't have on Wednesday. But I'll tell you what, Brighton, this is going to be a tough place to come and play. It's a nice team that Coach Bannerman has. They play hard, they scrap hard. The big guy's smart. A lot of things run through him, and when the shooters are going, they're extra dangerous. Unfortunately for them, they just didn't have it tonight.
It was a tremendously good performance all round from the Birmingham team, and they've come away with the big victory.
Indeed, a big victory for the Birmingham Bullets, 68-63. Suzanne is down on the floor with Sean Jameson. He had 17 points and 13 rebounds.
Thanks very much, Kev. Sean, it was a tough game. It went backwards and forwards, but MVP, congratulations. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was real physical. The referees let us play, but we fought, and we were victorious.
Now, the talk before this game, of course, was it was going to be a battle of the big guys. He's a big guy that you were defending, not all the time, though, but it was a good matchup between you and Claxton.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I mean, he's 7 foot. We weigh in about the same, but he's a big, strong guy. But, it was a tough game. I mean, both of us played hard, but we owed him one, and we got him.
Now, you double-double. You also have a habit, apparently, of drawing the foul, which you do very well, and you've done very well during this season so far, and you did it again tonight.
Like I said, I just came out and played hard, and it worked out to our advantage. So it was a tough win. So I'm tired. I took a beating out there. You know, I have to give my hats off to Brighton. They played a great game. But like I said before, they beat us at our home, so we owed them one tonight.
I think you've been very modest as well, Sean, but you run the floor well as a team, and you're a very athletic team.
Oh, yeah. We got a great bunch of guys. They get out and run, try to get out in transition. And like I said, we displayed it tonight, and, you know, we were victorious.
Now, I have to present you with this ball, of course. Congratulations, and I don't mind that you drip all over my microphone. Sean Jameson, it's good to see you in our league. All the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And a big congratulations to him with our first half highlights. Charles Claxton, who had many blocks, gets Jameson in the first half. Nigel Lloyd finds himself in the right place to pick up the hoop. The first half highlight continues. York Williams converts on the fast break off of Jameson's steal. Birmingham had 8 steals in the first half. And the story of the game seemed to be turnovers. LeBron Sharp, he steals and converts. Birmingham lead 32-29. Is it York or is it Superman? A super fast break stalled by a great block and a superb conversion on the other end. Mike Brown's third of 3 free throws give Brighton the first lead since early in the second quarter, 51-50 with 4:30 left. And then Nigel Lloyd from Sean Jameson, the big three-pointer, gives Birmingham a 5-point lead with 1:20 to go. Birmingham held on to win by 5, 68-63. We're sitting up here watching the game. Why do you think Birmingham won?
I mean, they picked it up. Yorick came out in the second half where he was relaxed. Nigel Lloyd ran the show, got inside to the big man inside Jameson, and they just played well as a team. Yorick relaxed, and that was the key. You get him playing, he helps the other guys, and then you had Amico and also Justin Phoenix. He played very well to me. Free throws, big three-pointer when Brighton was making a run, and they just played real good as a unit.
We mentioned earlier in the show about the battle between Claxton and Jameson compared at game's end.
Well, I think for me, Jameson was there all game. You know, they featured him, they went to him all game. He was tough on the board. For some reason, Coach Bannerman didn't put him in the low post early in the game. They didn't go to him enough. You see how their shots opened up when he got the ball because Birmingham was forced to double in the second half, and that's what we saw on Wednesday. So I think we had a good game from both players. Certainly, Claxton contributed on the defensive end. On offensively, it just wasn't enough of it for me.
Both guys had double-doubles in the game, double points, double rebounds. Justin Phoenix, how would you rate his contest?
I think he was close to me as one of the best players on the floor. He did everything. Played defense, didn't force the shots, hit big threes, and he didn't turn the ball over that much. So Justin Phoenix played very well, especially with an eye injury.
Okay, so down on the floor, 16 points, 4 rebounds, Justin Phoenix.
Thanks very much, Kev. 16 points, 4 rebounds, Justin. The eye is obviously okay.
Yeah, it's better. I'd like to thank Kara and Helen at the store. They got these for me yesterday, so just like to say thank you to them. But the eye's better, getting better, and the glasses help.
Now, it was a tough start for you guys, actually, wasn't it? I mean, they came out very quickly. I think they had about a 10-2 run at the beginning.
Yeah, they played real well against us Wednesday and beat us at home. So we just wanted to come out here. I think we were a little anxious. We rushed out of things, but once we settled down, we took control of the game.
One of the key things that our commentators said, of course, and also your coach in the timeout, was you rushed the offense. That was very clear in the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was our problem. But like I said, we got settled and things worked out our way. We came out with a tough-fought victory.
Now, compared to last season with the Bullets, do you see this team being stronger presence inside?
Yeah, definitely. Sean is a big help. I mean, Clive Allen works him real hard in practice. Fab Flournoy does the same. You know, he's a big fella, so he's going to help us out down the stretch during playoff time and hopefully get us to Wembley.
It got a little bit aggressive, didn't it, at one stage out there? It was a tough one.
It reminded me of practice. I mean, Coach hardly calls any calls, so, you know, we kind of used to it. He gets us ready for the games, and, you know, it's kind of fun being down there. Got a scratch to prove it, so I'll be all right.
You got a scratch above your eye as well. But, Justin, it was a great game. Good to see you again, and I hope the eye gets a little better.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Kev.
The match facts of the game, sometimes they seem to tell the story. Birmingham leading in field goal percentage. Got to the free throw line not as many times, but they ended up with the victory.
Yeah, they did, Kev. They did all the right things at the moment when they had to. I mean, statistically, other than the turnovers, it really can't describe the game when you looking through these pages here. But every time Brighton, scrapped back, Birmingham had enough in the tank to push it out, and I think that was the story of the game.
So what was your take on Brighton when you look at them statistically? What things stood out for you the most, Carl?
I think just they're getting their 2-point buckets. I mean, going to the basket. I just feel like Lamont Sharp, they should have tried to get in the ball more. He's trying to force it inside. But I just think that they're all around two-pointers as well.
When you talk about Lamont Sharp, you got him and Gaines both for a 1 for 7 from the 3-point area, so that really didn't help Brighton at all. But as we look at the next page, one of the things that kind of tells the story in the game is when you look at the backboard, and Birmingham controlled the backboard.
Your offensive rebounding, Big Jameson in there, Phoenix, and Amico Tete. Nigel Lloyd snuck in there for a couple. So that gives you a second opportunity to score. So they did very well on the offensive boards, and that's how they got the victory.
Was it more to the Birmingham bench than just those 7 points?
Yeah, I think there was. I think it was a war of attrition, certainly with the way the referees were calling the game. It was very physical down inside. And, they had the extra scrappers on, like we just talked about on the offensive board. Clive Allen got a couple. A fresh Justin Phoenix could get a couple. Lee Walker was in there scrapping and banging away down below. And I think that's where they controlled it with the bench.
And, you look at the leadometer, here you have Birmingham controlling most of it. Brighton took that little lead by 1 point in the fourth quarter, but it seemed like Birmingham was able to hold on.
Oh, yeah, it did. Birmingham, they had most of the lead, but teams have runs. Brighton had their run. With Birmingham experienced with Nigel at the point. They weathered the storm, and they just took it at the end. So they had big shots down the stretch.
Now, down on the playing area with Suzanne, Nigel Lloyd, who had 16 points, York Williams, who had 10 points, but they both were responsible for 5 turnovers each.
Thank you very much, Kevin. I'll remind the guys about that. Kevin has told us your scores, but he also reminded us that you were responsible for 5 turnovers each.
My response to that is my fitness level was truly terrible, and you know what I mean, it won't happen again.
Well, that's honesty for you. But Nigel, unlike you with the turnover stakes.
Yeah, I have to give a lot of respect to Worthing. Brighton. They played some very good defense, and we were a little bit out of sync because we started to play together now. So it comes with early season.
Now, at Derby before, Yorick, how different is this game played at Birmingham?
Basketball is basketball. It's no different. We play up and down. When I'm fit, we play up and down, you know what I mean? And I don't make as many turnovers. and I catch the ball and Nigel passes it to me, but you know what I mean? Basketball is basketball, like I said, you know what I mean? It's no different.
What did Coach say at half-time? You were a little quiet in that earlier game. I know you've been suffering very badly from flu, but you did come out in the second half a lot stronger.
He just said take your time. I was rushing offense a little bit, you know what I mean? Nervous reaction just to get back into it. He said take your time and look to flow with the offense and get into the pace of the ball.
Now, Nigel, you carried so much last season. I'm sure that the team won't mind me saying that. But with the addition of some of the players you got in the team, like Sean Jameson, it takes some pressure off you, does it not?
Well, yeah, it's a great feeling to have great scorers like Sean, Yorick, Justin, the guys that are here now. So all I have to do is set the ball up, pass it around to the guys. It's easier this year for me, just more as a general as opposed to trying to carry the load scoring.
It was good transition basketball, I'd say, from both teams tonight.
Yeah, they played well. We were just trying to up-tempo it, but they played really well. We have to give them a lot of respect and a lot of credit. But we knew in the end it was our turn because we deserved it. We worked hard. Happy birthday, Luke.
Happy birthday to Luke, that was. Now, they scored very well on the 3-pointers on Wednesday, of course. Did you manage to close that down, the team, tonight?
I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I don't like them. And next time we play them, I'm going to destroy them, basically. You know what I mean? I can tell you that from now. I wasn't fit, you know what I mean? But that's no excuse. Next time we play and it's on, it's most definitely.
We love honesty. You know what it is? It's the gold glitter in the hair. That's what does it. Guys, thank you very much indeed. Great to see you back on court.
Thank you, Suzanne.
All right.
And what they say, all that glitters is not gold. All right? Now, you have a guy like Reggie Kirk who was here last year. York steps in his place. Is that a completely different type scenario for Nigel Lloyd to deal with?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Reggie's a spot-up shooter. He could go to the basket from time to time. He wasn't the transition player that York is. He wasn't the defender that York is. I think, we can't forget, Kevin, it's early in the season. Where Nigel likes the ball, where York likes the ball, and where they like to give each other the ball still has yet to be totally ironed out. And I think that was the reason for some of the turnovers, rather.
When you look at the personnel of the Birmingham Bullets, what's your view?
I mean, it's good. It's youth, experience, inside, outside. So once they start gelling, they're going to be one of the top 3-4 teams. So I like the youth with English guys and the American guys together, it's very good.
Charlie Bannerman has put a team together here on Thursday or Wednesday. They were able to get the guys open. Sharp had an excellent shooting game, 4 for 4 from the three-point range. But today, neither him or Gaines were able to give us anything from that area.
Yeah, and all credit to, we talked earlier about what did the bench do for Birmingham. Well, it also allowed them to stay fresh on those guys on the perimeter. A lot of pressure, too much dribble for my liking. They were missing open guys who had shots on the perimeter, particularly early in their offense. And they just, Mike did a great job going back, readdressing the game plan, coming back down here, and threw basically coast-to-coast pressure at him.
Okay, and speaking of Mike Finger, he's with Suzanne at courtside.
Thanks very much, Kev. Now, Mike, a few defensive changes from Wednesday, I'd say.
Yeah, first of all, happy birthday, Luke. Yeah, our defensive effort all around tonight was much better. And we talked after the game about the fact that they shot 59% against us on Wednesday night. Our intensity was poor. We just looked like we weren't really bothered to be playing on Wednesday night. And so we had to challenge ourselves to play a lot better tonight.
One of those key guys that you really had to shut down, and you did very much in the first half, was Lamont Sharp, of course. He scored very well against you on Wednesday.
Yeah, he had 24 on Wednesday. Tonight we switched it up a little bit and put Nigel on him, and we put Yorick on Michael Brown so he could harass the point and make some of those passes a little bit more difficult. But Nigel did a great job. He knew his assignment was to stay on him and not let him get a three-point shot, and he did a great job of it.
Stronger team than last season, would you say?
Without question, we have a stronger team. It's a matter of us coming and playing every single night with intensity like we did tonight.
Now, stronger definitely inside. I mean, for both teams, obviously, we've seen that tonight, but certainly for Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean, we got Big Sean in the middle there. I mean, he's a big guy. He's a tough customer to handle. And, you know, he played a heck of a game tonight. He had a much better effort tonight than he did the other night. If he plays that hard every night, good things are going to happen for him and for our team.
The team run the floor very well, and you've got some great athletes there, haven't you?
Yeah, we have an exciting team. I mean, we got Yorick Williams, we got Nigel Lloyd, you know, Justin Phoenix, a super athlete, Big Sean in the middle, Lee coming off the bench. You know, I think we have an exciting team, and it's just a matter of us playing hard and playing together every night, and good things are going to happen for us.
And unlike last season, we hopefully will keep Yorick Williams on court.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know, Yorick will admit it. He has to control his emotions a little bit, and he's aware of that problem, and he's working on it, and I think he's made great strides already this year.
Well, he was very honest with us down on courtside with his performance tonight. But, Mike, well done. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Mike Finger, the winning coach. You know, we talk about players and we rate the guys on how they played. Rate Mike Finger on his performance today compared to where he was at Wednesday night.
I mean, he's got the defensive philosophy. On Wednesday night, they weren't picking up, harassing the guards. They were getting easy looks. They were able to combine with one another. What he did, he switched up with Nigel, put Yorick on, and he just hassled the ball, and it makes the entry pass a lot harder. So Mike Finger did an excellent job, went away, watched some tape, and did a good job, and they've come out with a victory.
Hey, from a coach, you hate to be on the losing side of the stick, but down on the floor with Suzanne Dandel is today's losing coach, Charlie Bannerman.
We all hate to see a losing coach, but you fought so well throughout that game.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys really showed their intensity, their hustle, you know, their desire to get in there and play the game hard.
There was a good timeout early on there, Charlie. You said, guys, you're forcing the opportunities.
Well, they were. I mean, one of the things, it was expected that Birmingham were going to come out and play hard as they did, because, you know, we don't go to their home court, beat them like we've done, and expect them to come back and not do anything about it. So we were expecting them to come out as hard as they did. You know, they hustled, they tried to take us out of what we wanted to do. We just didn't get the kind of role that we wanted to. You know, our perimeter shots didn't fall. We were trying to get it inside, but we were getting bumped and ridden, and we just didn't roll for us tonight.
Well, talking to Mike about some changes he made from Wednesday, defensively, of course, you were expecting that, presumably?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had to come out and do something different than what he did. I think that, you know, my guys are in shape. They hustle very well. They make most teams change their offense, and that's what I want them to do. We just didn't get the kind of role on offense that we wanted.
Well, at the end of the third quarter, it could have been anyone's game, though. You made a great comeback.
Absolutely. We needed to have a run. If you look at the game, we didn't really have a run where we got, you know, 6 to 8 points into the section. You know, it tended to be very bitty, very scrappy type game, and we were looking for that run. I thought if we've got ahead, we would have it. I'm sort of pleased with the guys that they kept them down to the kind of score it was, because that's our type of game.
Just very, very quickly, one interesting point you made in your timeout, you work on the quarter by the quarter, 1 quarter at a time.
Absolutely. You know, you've got to look at each quarter as a different type of game. You know, you win all 4 quarters is a game. Even if you win 3 by more margin than someone wins on the 4th, it's a game. So I mean, the guys have got to realize that, and I think they tried very hard. I think really in all, I think we lost 2 quarters, and that made had an effect on what we were doing.
Well, you did try very hard, you and the guys, and it's great to talk to you. Thanks very much, Charlie.
All right, bye-bye.
And in the only conference game played tonight, Birmingham against Brighton, it saw Birmingham extend their lead 4-1 in conference. The Towers are still 2-0, but the Brighton Bears, they dropped one win in 4 contests. So, you know, you have a team that has to pick it up, but still, I mean, you know, from listening to Coach Bannerman, who I think is doing a superb job with this team, you have to watch out for Brighton.
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
And then